Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to a Boxing Day live stream. And it's just a Saturday night, so it's falling on the standard night when I would be streaming anyway. So hello to you guys, thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope that your Christmas went well and that Santa got you everything that you desired yesterday and that you're now recovering well as well. So let's have a little look into the chat room and we'll get it on screen straight away, because we have Laurie and Linda Z and Sandy and Donna and Vince and Beverly and Deborah and Jennifer and Alexi and Kevin and Beverly and Linda Z again, Deborah and Carla and Karen and Patrick and Dark Hoses and Ken. Hello guys, thank you for joining me tonight. And I haven't had a chance to get rid of all of the Christmas stuff that will be on screen on these live streams. I have changed the colour of the thing at the bottom of the screen to a slightly blue colour, and that's all I could do before setting up the live stream, because I was rushing around today, because I think the problem with Christmas is that I spent the whole day with the nephews, and that's great, and we were playing on a Nintendo Wii, because that's something that they got for Christmas. So we're playing some Mario Kart and just doing that pretty much all day, and some other sports games and that kind of stuff. And then we ate a ridiculous amount of food, and then they went to bed quite early. But then with my sister and my mum and dad and my sister's husband as well, because they're all part of our bubble in the coronavirus settings that we have here in the UK, it was just us that could get together. So then we started playing some board games until very late on, and then I just got back and went straight to bed. I say straight to bed, it's probably 3 or 4 hours after I got back I then went straight to bed. And I did from Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. I didn't sleep that night, so it was just one long roller coaster of night into day and then into night again, and then got back to sleep, and then rushing around today. I have to try and catch up on yesterday's messages today, but then I've got today's messages as well that I have to catch up with maybe tomorrow. So if you have sent a message and if you have emailed, then I will get to those tomorrow, because I just managed to do Christmas days a little bit today. But anyway, you start to see the problem sometimes when I've never really spent a whole day of not doing emails and comments and answering questions and all of the things that I do get sent on a daily basis. So just the fact that I had a day of not doing that, I've now got a day to catch up on. So having said that, if everything goes wrong with this live stream, then you know why, because I literally got in here about 25 minutes ago and was trying to set everything up, hoping, fingers crossed, that it would all work, and we will see what happens. So let's get, well, my Patreon's already on screen, as you can see there. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and for all of the messages on there wishing me a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys had a great day as well. Thank you guys for all the emails wishing me a Merry Christmas, as well as all the comments on YouTube as well. I hope that everybody had a great day. And let me get the super chat window up on screen, because there has been a little bit of action in there already. I'm not sure how long this live stream is going to go on for, but we will see. If it keeps on working, we might be fine. But I did post on Patreon earlier that because of having to catch up on all of yesterday's messages, I might make this a little bit of a shorter live stream. I'll cut off a bit at the end maybe. We'll still get through everything, and we'll do the pick roulette as well, because we did reach the likes target last week. But in terms of hitting a likes target tonight, I'm not sure that it's going to be possible, because we might not be going as long. So we'll see what happens. But just to get the likes on screen, we are at 100. Perfect timing for the 100. And hopefully, if you are in the chat room and you haven't used up your thumbs up, you might be able to use it now as you come through the door. It would be much appreciated if you could hit that thumbs up. We'll have a spike of the likes, and we'll just leave it totally open-ended and see what happens with the like counter, and just see where we end up. But I'm not expecting loads of people to tune in, because of the fact it is Boxing Day, so it's still a holiday day and everyone's still off having lots of fun, or actually more realistically, they're not off anywhere, they're probably at home, self-isolating, but maybe watching movies and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens, but let's jump into the super chat window, which I made white over there. That's another thing that I did just before the stream came on. Just trying to change the settings to look slightly less Christmassy as we go through to the New Year kind of period, but I still left Santa there at the top of the super chat because I thought it's still kind of Christmas, especially if, like me, you have some presents that you haven't had a chance to unwrap yet. So I also did that just before I started the live stream, and the Turkish Delight was one of those presents, and a chocolate orange, which actually I opened earlier because I started eating that straight away. And yes, I also got a couple of pairs of pants, you call them over in the USA, but here we call them trousers or tracksuit bottoms. They're like comfy trousers that look like trousers, but they're not really trousers or pants. They are comfy for around the house. So I got a couple of pairs of those as well. So that was all good. And yeah, I just opened up some chocolate coins as well. That's what we have here in the UK. At Christmas time, it's another thing where it's a golden coin with chocolate inside. You take off the outer wrapper and eat the chocolate. And that's another thing that I got, which is good. And I think I've opened all of my presents now, but I'm going to have to go back and check because everything's been a little bit crazy. But back into the super chat window because Orlando has donated $5. Thank you for that, Orlando. The message is Santa Claus says, ho, 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 spike the likes. With a Santa Claus a thumbs up, a Santa Claus a thumbs up, a Santa Claus a thumbs up, and a Santa Claus and a thumbs up. So thank you for that, Orlando. I should have just said Santa Claus with a thumbs up ×4. But I hope you had a great Christmas. Thank you for that donation. And Deborah has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Deborah. And the message is Happy Boxing Day. So have a great Boxing Day, Deborah, and everybody around the world, wherever you're watching this from. I don't know if Boxing Day is a common thing, that everybody does it or not, or calls it the day of boxing. It's not actually a Boxing Day as in fighting. It's a day where everybody used to get a holiday. So this is going all the way back to, if I remember correctly, the time at which people had servants. And I think this was in the UK. This is why I'm not sure if they have it in other countries or whether it's just a holiday after Christmas and it's just seen as almost like a bank holiday, just an extra holiday day. But the Boxing Day was when, way back in the day, houses had servants and they were given the day off on the day after Christmas. So they literally all got a day off there, and that was Boxing Day, where they gave them a box with some treats in, or as a present to say thank you for doing your job so well over Christmas Day, but for the whole year as well. So that's what I believe Boxing Day is all about in this country, but I don't know whether that goes through to other countries, whether you actually call it that or not. But thank you, Deborah, for that. And I hope you had a great Boxing Day as well. Lucy has donated $4.99. Thank you for that, Lucy. And the message is, howdy, Phil. Fellow wingers and new wingers. Happy Boxing Day, Phil. Spike the likes, Jarl. With a thumbs up, some rock horns, a heart, and peace. So thank you for that, Lucy. And I hope you had a great Boxing Day as well. I know that it's going to depend on where you're watching this as to what time it is. It might still be Boxing Day where you are. So I hope you are having, at this current time, a good Boxing Day. And here in the UK, we are now into Sunday, so it's not Boxing Day anymore. So a bit of false advertising, and I think the title says Christmas Recovery and not Boxing Day, so I've got away with it on that side of things. We are going to be jumping into the first video of the night, and this was requested over on Patreon. Again, thank you guys for all of the requests over there. And this is a request from Mario, and I don't know if Mario's in the house yet, but when he is, everybody let me know. Just do lots of emoticons or something. And there he is, right on cue. I've seen Mario's name go through the bottom of the comment section or the live chat room, and it should appear in the live chat room any second now as it starts going through. It just needs to be bumped up by other people's messages, but keep an eye out for it because we will see it very soon. And there he is going through, and Mario says, hi, Linda Z. So hello, Linda Z, and Mario as well. Everybody say a huge hello to Mario. That's what we do on these live streams. And again, we can see Mario's Maton just hiding behind the likes counter tonight in the background there, the acoustic guitar next to the Fender Telly. And thank you very much for that, Mario. And I actually use that quite a lot in the videos, so it's actually been very useful for demonstration purposes and just for my everyday playing as well. So thank you, Mario. Everyone say hello, Mario. This one is for Mario, and it is my song called Haunted. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys after. Rock! And there we have it. That was my song called Haunted, as requested by Mario. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and you can pick that up at wingsofpegasus.com/store with my album called Persistence, and you can download tracks there individually if you want to as well. So we are going to be jumping into the super chat window because we had a little bit of action in there, and if you want to, you can hit that thumbs up. We're still trying to spike the likes and see where we get to. I think a standard target would be around 350, something like that, on a normal live stream. But this is far from normal because it is Boxing Day, so people are going to be busy doing things. We will see where we end up, but at 181 already. So thank you to those who have already hit that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. We will have a little look into the Super Chat window because we've had a donation here from Carla, who has donated $4.99. Thank you for that. The message is, you had a $10 donation from Michael, but it might not be showing up. Okay, yes, I don't have that on my screen, but thank you, Carla, for that heads up, and thank you, Michael, as well, for that donation. And Linda Z has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Linda Z. The message is, do we have a pick roulette goal tonight? And the pick roulette goal, I can put it up on screen. I'm not sure whether this is actually going to be correct or not. Let me go back to check and see what the target is. And thank you, Carla, for that donation previously, but also for letting me know. It looks like it's going to be 360 tonight, but I'm not sure how long this stream's going to go on for, because if I can, I'm going to try and go and catch up with everything that I missed out on yesterday, having not done any emails or responded to messages that I was yesterday playing with my nephews and playing computer games and board games and things and not answering messages. So I've got a backlog of those to get through, and I'd like to get through them as soon as possible in order to get back up to date so that I can answer messages that are sent to me within the same day. That's what I try and do, but obviously yesterday I'm now a day behind. But the target for tonight would be 360. Is that what I just said? I've forgotten already, but I did check with the messages, and yes, it would have been 360. So I haven't had time to put that or design it to get it up on screen. Let me have a look what the previous likes goal was. It was 350. That's for the last live stream. I haven't had time to pre-organize this stream as much as I do normally, so 350 is where the likes goal is set tonight, and we'll just have to remember that it's 360 for a pick roulette next week. But I don't know whether we're going to make it or not, because it is Boxing Day, so it's not really a fair live stream. I'm not expecting the same kind of numbers to tune in that do normally, so I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to hit the target or not. But we are having a pick roulette tonight. That is the good news. So at least we'll be giving away a pick for tonight's live stream and pick roulette live stream giveaway that we normally do when we hit that target the previous week. So we've got that to look forward to. We are going to be moving forward with the videos in a relatively swift fashion. We're 20 past midnight already here, and we've just had another donation from Paul that's come in. Thank you for this, Paul. And the message is, and it's a $10 donation, thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, our Christmas included a bunch of Zoom time with our scattered family. Bring on Zoom gave me a greater appreciation of your live screen work. You really are good at it. So thank you for that, Paul. And this is it, that when you're doing a Zoom call or something like that, or doing a live stream like this, it depends what you're doing all at once. I know that certainly doing, well, the live streams to begin with, it was a lot of information for me to take in, because while I'm talking, I'm obviously occasionally seeing the super chat donations that come in as well, and I've got that on one screen over here, and on here I've got the software that I'm using and trying to keep tabs on what's on screen, what's off screen. And yeah, once you start getting into using software, you have to make sure that you're triggering things at the same time, because in order to see the live chat room and the super chat, I have to trigger the Santa Claus picture for one thing, the background behind the super chat, the window of the super chat, because that's the screen capture coming from the other screen, and the same goes for the live chat room as well as the likes box that we get there. That's another screen capture from a different window. That's from a Chrome window, and everything that I'm setting off is in a Safari window. So I've got lots of windows going on. And later on for the pick roulette, that's another Chrome window that I have to screencast, and then I get the background. So yeah, as you can start to appreciate, there's a lot of clicking and organizing going on behind the scenes while everything's going on. So this is why sometimes when I am talking or maybe looking at the whole super chat window or the live chat room window, if I'm reading something, I might make a mistake or something because I'm trying to organize everything at the same time. But hopefully it comes across as if I'm not really doing much, because that's how I want it to look, that people don't really get put off with what I'm doing on the screen and can listen to what I'm saying and maybe listen to some of the messages that come in through the donation window and the super chat window and also the live chat room. But let's have a little look into the live chat room, because we'll see who has joined us on Boxing Day. We have Corey in there and Stephen, and we have Randall's BPU and Beverly, and Vince is in the house, and Jennifer and MaidenFan18, and Sandy and Christy and Donna and Jennifer and Stan, and Carla's still in there as well as Neil and Laurie and Paul as well. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, but thank you to the moderators for doing such a great job in these live streams, and also for tuning in on Boxing Day as well. It is a day off for everybody, so I do appreciate you spending your day off with me tonight, and hopefully you're enjoying the live stream, and we will see how we get on collectively, if this even works, if I've pressed all the right buttons, because I have hopefully set up the song that we're just about to listen to that was requested over on Patreon. And it's going to be my version of Behind Blue Eyes by The Who. And just before we get into that, Carl has donated $5. Thank you for that, Carl. And the message is the usual, or takeout, or whatever. Stay safe and healthy all. So thank you for that, Carl. And yeah, there's been no fast food at the moment, just because it's all Christmas food, and yesterday was just crazy Christmas food because my sister just made way too much, and it was probably the size of plate that we had each would be enough to feed everybody, but we all just got that individually, and yeah, way too much food was eaten yesterday. But thank you for that donation, Carl. And Raw Olympia has donated $2. Thank you for that. And the message is cool, and it's the guy saying cool, so thank you for that. Sue has donated $20. Thank you for that, Sue. It's a straight up donation. And Kay has donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Kay. And it's a couple of straight up donations in a row there. And Susan is in the house and has donated $10. So thank you for that, Susan. And the message is, social media, emails, and doing live feed is not as easy as we think. Love that you make it look like fun. Rock! So thank you for that, Susan. And it is fun. It's good to actually have something that's going on live. And obviously 90% maybe, I'll have to do the maths, but 90% of my time is spent doing messages in an offline sense and not a live sense, whereas it's good here to catch up with you guys live, because I know that wherever you are in the world at this particular time is where I am at this particular time messaging. We're doing something live across the internet from one country to the next, and it's just touching base in a live setting with you that I only get to do on the Tuesday live streams and the Saturday live streams. I know that I do an analysis video now on Wednesday nights that is live, but in that I very much talk about the video and don't really interact with you guys or have the time to read out messages and all that kind of stuff. So we also don't see you guys on screen, because that's what we're going to be doing tonight as well. We have a couple of pictures that we're going to be looking at just before the pick roulette when we get into that. So we will move things along, but thank you, Susan, for that donation. And Michelle has donated $20. Thank you for that, Michelle. The message is, our neighbours to the north celebrate Boxing Day, but it's not a holiday in the States. So thank you for that, Michelle. And it's not a holiday in the USA, so that means that you have to go back to work the next day after Christmas. That is certainly getting back into things swiftly. So you'd have to go to bed early on Christmas Day in order to then get up for work. So yeah, that's got to start to infringe on your Christmas day and your festivities, which nobody likes, but I learn a new thing every day that you're all back to work, which is probably why I would expect not as many people to just tune in for the Boxing Day live stream, because if everyone's back to work, that is a bit of a pain for everybody. But if you are working today and you're watching this on catch up, I hope that the day went very quickly and that you don't have to work Saturdays. I guess a Saturday, sometimes you do have to work if you do a 6-day week, and you might get Sunday off. Some people do work every single day of the week, in which case they'll be back to work. So we will see. Well, I'll have to see you guys on catch up. If you are watching this on catch up, I hope that work was okay today and that maybe you get Sunday off and then you can relax a little bit more. But if you do get a chance to hit that thumbs up on catch up as well, it all really helps the live streams to get out there and for the channel to grow as a whole. We've just passed 157,000 subscribers, so thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel as well, because that helps everything to just keep moving forward and for the videos and analysis videos, live streams to all get out there a little bit more. So thank you everyone for doing that. So we are going to be jumping into the next video of the night. If you do get a chance to hit that thumbs up, you can still do it. We're at 235 at the moment, and we set the target at 350. We'll see how close we can get. We are 114 people away from that particular target tonight. So let's hope that a few more people come through the doors and hit that thumbs up as you come through the door, and we'll try and bump that target up a little bit and see where we end up. But thank you, David, as well, who has just popped into that super chat window with a $5 donation. And the message is, Phil, what's your favourite Christmas memory and the best Christmas gift you ever got? And this probably rolls into something I mentioned in the last live stream. The gift that I remember the most is probably the pedal go-kart that I mentioned in the last live stream, just because it was so big and it was amazing, because or should I say Santa had brought it upstairs and put it just outside my bedroom, and my sister got another one as well. So it was, I think they only had one on the landing, and I'm not sure where the other one was put, but because it was very big, we couldn't really fit it anywhere, so it was like walking out of the room and just straight into this pedal go-kart, which I did mention on the last one. As a kid, you don't think of the amount of work involved in pedaling uphill or pedaling just in general. You just do it. Whereas now it'd be one hell of a workout, because it wasn't motorized or anything. Nowadays everything's electric and motorized, but it was just a pedal go-kart that you sat with the steering wheel in a standard position like you would have in like a Formula 1 car, but your feet did the pedaling like a bike. It had a chain that went from the front to the back. So that's what I did on that one. So that's the one that stands out. But also another one that stands out is my Game Boy. I got a Nintendo Game Boy when I was at secondary school, so I must have been 12, something like that, and that is the most amazing present ever, because lots of other kids had that before me, so I saw other kids playing it, and some had something called a Game Gear, I think it was called, and they'd be playing that, this handheld game, and I thought, oh, I really want that. It just looked amazing, and then I got a Game Boy one Christmas. So that was another amazing present. And yeah, those are two that do stand out, but as well as the Super Ninja, hang on, I've just forgotten. I just mentioned it on the last live stream. I've even forgotten what I said, but it's the Ninja Turtles. I've just had a total blank as to what they're called, but the Super Ninja Hero Turtles that I mentioned on the last one, the last live stream. You're going to have to go back to the other live stream to see what I said there. I wasn't thinking about what the name of it was, so I just said it. But those were another present that stood out because my mum and dad, hopefully you guys know what I'm on about, because there was a movie made about them more recently, but it used to be a cartoon. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. But I'm so going to have to remember what they are called. I know that last time I mentioned between the ninja and the hero, and that's what's thrown me off, because I was thinking about saying ninja and hero, and then my brain won't actually let me have what the name of the turtles were. But mutant has just gone in there as well. My brain's giving me all of the words in the wrong order, which is definitely not what I want. I can't remember the first one. I know that it's Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's a song in my head, but my brain is not giving it to me. Let's get into a video. I'm going to think about it. It's not super. I don't think it's super. My brain's trying to tell me super. Anyway, let's Teenage. That's what it is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know why my brain would not give me that, but thankfully we got there in the end, and that is something that does stick out, David, as another one that I got, another present. So thank you for bearing with me, guys, and this could make the live stream just go on for ages. Just took me about 10 minutes to remember Teenage. But thank you guys for sticking with me. We are going to be getting into a video very soon. And Bill has donated $50. Thank you so much for that, Bill. And the other donations have come in, I think, while I've just been spending ages trying to think of that. But the message was retracted. But thank you, Bill, so much for that donation. And if there are any other mistakes that happen and in that super chat window, it's because or if you do make a mistake, we can work it out afterwards. But if I'm making mistakes saying about the super chat window, it's because I'm probably just thinking about lots of things at once. And yeah, I think probably I'm about a day behind on sleep as well, because last night's sleep technically should have happened on Christmas Eve. So now tonight's sleep will be happening on last night's sleep. You know what I mean. I'm playing catch up with everything. But thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be a standout live stream just for Boxing Day, because I generally stream when I am totally up to date with everything and my sleep cycle. But it could mean we could be going downhill for the rest of the stream, and we'll see if that happens. It could happen, at which point I might just quit or fall asleep on screen, which would be interesting for nobody at all. But anyway, thank you, Bill, for that donation. Terry has donated $5. Thank you for that, Terry. It's a straight up donation. Kathleen has donated $10. Thank you for that, Kathleen. Another straight up donation. And Paul has donated $5. Thank you for that, Paul. The message is right on, Susan. Phil, you do look a bit busy, but it never gets in the way, and live streams are always great fun. Just saying. So thank you for that, Paul. And yes, very busy tonight. And Lynn has donated $50. Thank you so much for that, Lynn. The message is, we have Santa Claus in the USA, in the US. The UK has Father Christmas. You are Uncle Christmas. Those boys will remember the fun all their lives. So thank you for that, Lynn. And they'll probably remember Uncle Phil beating them at Mario Kart, because I have a very unfair advantage playing games, because I've been playing the games that they're playing now. I was literally playing 30 years ago, Mario Kart. So now it's funny for them playing games. They're saying to me, oh, Uncle Phil, you have to go to there and you have to press on start and then you have to choose your kart. And I know all of the characters because I was playing it 30 years ago. So it's funny that they're trying to explain it to me. And then I say, right, who's Yoshi? Who's Mario? And there's who's Wario? And they're saying, oh, who's Yoshi? I said, that's what the characters are called, because they don't know the characters. They just say, oh, I'm the red man. And I said, well, that's Mario. So they're not... Like I said, I've been playing games for absolutely years, literally well before they were born, because they're only 4 and 6 years of age. And also, they don't really know how to play properly, or at least the 6-year-olds do, but then Jack, the 4-year-old, he just does this with the controller, because you hold the controller and that's your steering wheel. So his character on screen is just going into a wall, going into a wall, going into the wall. So I tried to kind of help him, and I'd finish the race quickly and then help him catch up the other two, because, yeah, they need to practice a little bit, but I think they're a little bit too young for it. But they will improve, and I'm sure they'll be beating me at it at some point in the future. But at the moment, yes, they are just having fun. It's the first game system that they've ever had, so it's all new to them. But yeah, I've been doing it for 30 odd years and I've got a hell of an advantage. But anyway, thank you so much for all of the donations tonight. Let me just scroll up to make sure that I don't miss anybody out. But thank you, Lynn, for that. And Carla has donated $1.99 and says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you for that, Carla. And I did get there in the end. But I think it's probably a combination of thinking about the ninja and the hero, but then also my brain not working because it's probably a little bit behind the times at the moment. But thank you for that, Carla. And Susan has donated $5 as well. Thank you for this, Susan. The message is, Phil, if the stream goes downhill, we can all enjoy going downhill together. We are a rock family. So thank you for that, Susan. And yes, we can all just enjoy the festivities on show and the effect that the festivities have had on me, particularly doing these live streams. But I will recover and try and catch up with some sleep as well at some point in the future. But thank you, Susan, for that. Bill has donated $10. Thank you for this, Bill. The message is, I tired to type in a message on the $50 donation but accidentally erased it. I wanted to ask you if you heard any of the new tracks from Greta Van Fleet, and I haven't heard any of them yet. And this is another thing that's trying to find time just to listen to music in general other than all of the requests that I get sent. It is difficult for me to keep up to date with all of the bands or all of the new music coming out because I'm spending a lot of time looking at requests and YouTube videos and even just listening to songs that aren't actually a YouTube video, but somebody might link me to something. And it might just be a picture of the band on YouTube, but then I listen to the songs. Also, people sending me their songs and getting into all of that kind of stuff, which some people do say, will you watch me or listen to me playing and will you analyze me playing, for example? And I do say that, yeah, I can't analyze everybody because then it would just be impossible to get through all of the requests that are multiply requested or requested multiple times by people. I tend to have those that are on my request list, and the ones where people are just asking me to watch their playing, I will do that and I will listen to people's songs, but I can't do an analysis on it just because I've got so many other videos that I need to look at. And also getting background information and career history and all those kind of things that I like to include in the video is going to be very difficult for me doing somebody who is just playing in their room or playing just practicing scales or something like that. But nevertheless, I do listen to a lot of videos like that. I do watch a lot of people's videos that are sent to me. So yes, I do watch them, but I can't analyze them or feature them on the channel, unfortunately. But thank you for all of the emails and videos that you do send of yourselves playing and your own songs as well. But let me scroll up and make sure that I don't miss anything out here. So thank you, Bill, for that donation, and condolences that you accidentally got rid of the message on that previous donation, but thank you for donating again to let me know that. And Amy has donated $9.99. Thank you for that, Amy. The message is, Merry Christmas, Phil. I'm watching you on Oculus Quest. Merry Christmas to me. Virtual reality headset. It is as if I'm in a theatre watching the live stream. So cool. Highly recommend. So that's amazing because I got my dad an Oculus Quest 2 for Christmas, and he's been saying about getting one for ages, and I think it was something that for him was like a present that was it's like a fantasy present, but I thought, why not just go for it and get him that? So that fortunately, I mentioned before about how I was helping my dad put together a golf buggy that was electric, and I dropped it on my finger, and my finger has almost recovered. We're within about a week or two of fully recovered status on the little finger. But anyway, so I was helping him put that together, and I massively injured my finger. But I fortunately could help him put that all together today because, yeah, he struggles with He wants to use the technology, but he struggles with organizing the technology and getting it all sorted. So I helped him with that today, and I didn't injure myself, which was great because it's a lot more favorable for the hands, the Oculus Quest system, and doing all that. But yes, it's been set up today. He had a little game on it, and then he's now recharging it to then have a game on it tomorrow. So I'm sure at some point he will have to find a little bit of time away and free time away from watching TV and all that kind of stuff to have a game on it, but he'll be playing that tomorrow, I'm sure. So yes, I know what you're on about with the Oculus Quest, and inside the Oculus Quest, I think that you can have a screen. This is for people that don't use it. You have your virtual reality headset on, and you're now in the space, so you could be in a place like this, but you have a big screen and you can be in a cinema and all that kind of stuff. So it must be an interesting watch for Amy on that Oculus Quest, and congratulations on receiving one of those, because I know firsthand that it is a lot of fun. And it's good to escape every now and then to a virtual reality rather than the one that we have to live in. But thank you, Debbie, as well, who has donated $9.99. And the message is, Happy Boxing Day, Phil. We had a quiet Christmas. So, quiet Christmases are good. In my opinion, it's when they all get a bit crazy that things can get a little bit wild and out of hand. But everything's pretty much quiet here in the UK on the whole because of the whole restrictions. And I actually got a message on my phone Christmas morning that's the government saying stay at home and don't go anywhere because of coronavirus and all of the restrictions, and us being collectively in tier 4 in London and around London. So all of these surrounding areas at the moment are very much just on lockdown pretty much. So I'm sure everybody got a message on Christmas Day saying stay at home. So everybody's staying at home at the moment and having quiet Christmases, hopefully. But thank you as well to Susan and Dennis, who are in the house and have donated $10. Thank you for that. And the message is, my brother Richard, who is watching the live stream but cannot get his chat to work, is asking if your song That's Metal, which he likes, was inspired by the Scorpions' Big City Lights. So thank you for that donation, Susan and Dennis, and also Richard for that message. And the song That's Metal, I hadn't actually heard Big City Lights by the Scorpions until after. It was probably 2 or 3 years after That's Metal, and it got a lot of people watching it, and it's had a few views on YouTube. But it probably had about maybe 6,000 to 10,000 views on YouTube, and then somebody said, is this inspired by Big City Lights? Or it sounds a lot like that song. And I didn't even know. I haven't listened to a lot of Scorpion stuff. I'm very much a kind of Winger, Whitesnake, hard rock, Van Halen, all those kinds of bands, but I hadn't listened to Scorpions at any level really when I was learning to play the guitar and working on techniques. So I didn't know until after. So the answer is no, it wasn't inspired by that song. It just so happens that it sounds a little bit like it. I think there is, or at least there are fundamental differences between the two songs and the guitar solos, and I think melodically in the choruses are different as well. There might be a similarity in there with, I don't know, but maybe That's Metal, and then maybe the response line or the call and response, I don't know. So to be frank in that, it wasn't inspired, but it does sound a little bit like it when I listen to Big City Lights, but not close enough that I thought that I would instantly think of that if I listened to That's Metal. So anyway, thank you so much for that, Richard. And now everyone can go and check out that song if they want to and try and see how similar they think it sounds. But it's one of those flukes of music that sometimes you are going to be writing something that you haven't heard before, and because you're writing it, you haven't heard it before, but maybe somebody was listening to it at some point and I knew them and it might have been on in the background. I don't know. I don't know how the subconscious works. Maybe it takes in melodies like that, but it is possible that it happened, but I wasn't aware of it on a conscious level. I certainly didn't write it thinking, right, let me try and make a version of that particular song. So that's something that I think eventually people are going to unknowingly write songs that sound like other songs, because there's been so many songs. It's almost impossible to avoid that. You could pretty much just attribute one song to another song and match them up, especially if you start key changing and moving them around in order to get them to sound in the same key, have the same key collectively. You'll get so many chord progressions that do repeat. Anyway, this is something that you could talk about all night, but thank you, Susan and Dennis, for that. And Cindy has donated $5. Thank you for this, Cindy. The message is, hi Phil, can you please describe what a chocolate orange is for us who do not know? Thanks, with some rock horns, peace, heart, and a Christmas tree. So, thank you for that. And a chocolate orange is like an orange that's made out of chocolate. And you have different segments. It's like it's been sliced up. So then it's slightly orange flavored as well. So it's just a chocolate orange flavored orange made out of chocolate. And you just take a little bit out of it, and you take, I don't know how many, you have maybe 12 to 15 on each side. So it's probably about 30 segments in all. And you can buy them as a chocolate bar, but that came along later, and you get 4 or 5 segments in the chocolate bar. So that's how much you're supposed to eat, maybe 4 or 5 segments, and you eat that, and you should be able to make it last for quite a while. But a lot of people just eat the whole chocolate orange because it is so moreish. When you have just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 little slices, you just end up eating even more. But that's what it is. It's made by a company called Terry's. Terry's chocolate orange is what you want to look for on the internet. You'll see a picture of it. But thank you for that, Cindy. Paul has donated $5. Thank you so much for that, Paul. The message is, for our happy place, let's spike the likes. Great idea. Hit that thumbs up if you get a chance. We are at 310 at the moment, so only 40 to go to hit the likes target for tonight, and we're almost at 1:45 in the morning here. So I said the live stream won't be going on for long, but it'll probably just end up being exactly the same length as a normal live stream, even though it's Boxing Day. But let's keep scrolling down because we've had a few more donations. Thank you for this. We have Patty, who has donated $2.99. Thank you for that, Patty. The message is, hi Phil, explain Boxing Day for Americans. Thanks. So thank you for that, Patty. And I did explain it at the beginning of the live stream. It's a day way back. It's not relevant nowadays, but it was called this back in the day, where houses used to have servants, and the servants used to get a day off on the day after Christmas, and they were given a box of, I don't know what it would be in there, but so back in the day it wouldn't have been anything extravagant, but the family who the servant worked for would give them a box that had goodies in there to say thank you for working during Christmas, but for the whole rest of the year, and that would be given to them on the day after Christmas. So because it was always a box given to the servants, it was known as Boxing Day, because there was always a box of goodies involved. But anyway, that's my understanding of it anyway. I might have to research it and just make sure that the information that I've got in my head, I've heard it somewhere, I read up about it at some point, and hopefully the correct information has stuck. But that's just how it works with my memory. Sometimes I get it wrong, but I'm hoping that is correct. But that is it. Thank you for that, Patty. And Karen has donated $5 as well. Thank you for this, Karen. The message is, hi Phil, I appreciate your hard-working ethic and dedication on your musical journey. You're a source of inspiration. Thanks for being you. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that, Karen. And let's jump into the cover for tonight, because it's now 10-1 and we have a pick roulette to get through as well. So this is going to be my cover of Behind Blue Eyes, and let me just have a little quick look on here to see who requested this over on Patreon, because it was requested, I'm pretty sure, at some point. Let's have a little scroll down, and it was Cindy who has has donated this request over on Patreon, so thank you for that. And let me keep on scrolling down, because I'm sure somebody else did request it, but it's in there somewhere. But I found Cindy. I haven't got time to kind of refresh it and look down the list, but thank you, Cindy, for requesting this Behind Blue Eyes. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys after. Rock! what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be fated, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance, it's never free. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain or woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance, it's never free. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. And I spend hours only lonely. My love is vengeance, it's never free. Hello, Phil here. Thank you so much for watching my cover of Behind Blue Eyes by The Who. I hope you enjoyed it. The names that you can see going up the screen here are the names of my patrons, who I'd like to say a massive thank you to for their support and for making videos like this possible, and for making all my videos possible on YouTube. So thank you guys, your support is massively appreciated. If you want to join me and the gang over on Patreon, head to the link below, the little square link, click on that and that will take you through to the site. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Rock! And there we have it. That was myself from a while ago, but also performing a cover of Behind Blue Eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And let me get you guys back up on screen, because we have had a little bit of action in the super chat window. And let me just jump back into there to make sure that I don't miss anything. And let me just scroll up to see, make sure I don't miss any. We had Karen. And we have Barry, who has donated $5 as well, and the message is: in memory of Mr. Tony Rice, you've covered him twice, and this is very sad news if Tony has passed away. It's not something that I've heard, and if that is the case, then I have covered Tony twice, and Pam, his wife, has messaged me previously and emailed me as well saying thank you for featuring Tony in previous years. So that would be very sad news if Tony has passed away. And this is something that happens occasionally on the channel when I have featured an artist. You get maybe a message or an email or members of the family that contact you and say thank you for that, and they let you know that the person that you've featured has seen it, and that was the case with Pam. She'd say that Tony's seen the videos and he says thank you for featuring him. So that is very sad news, and if Tony has passed on, then my condolences will go to Pam, but that is very sad news. But thank you, Barry, for that donation and for mentioning that news as well. But very sad news. Bill has donated $5. Thank you so much for that, Bill. And the message is, Phil, the song is Big City Nights, Not Lights from the Scorpions. Well, there you go. You can tell that I hadn't heard the song before because I didn't even know the title. But thank you for that, Bill. And like I said previously, I don't have to say it all again, I wasn't aware of the song in the first place, and it wasn't something I've listened a lot to. I just listened to it when somebody asked about it and haven't really listened to it again since. So thank you for that, Bill. And Paul has donated $5 again. Thank you for this, Paul. The message is, for our happy place, please spike those likes. So thank you for that, Paul. And we are at 364 likes. So we've reached the target for tonight. Thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. And we will probably have a pick roulette next week. And I'm not sure, I can't remember what the total is. But thank you for all of that. I think probably the news about Tony has thrown me off a little bit of the live stream, but we will continue and just see kind of how we get on with that. But I can't remember what the pick roulette target was for next week. But if you do want to be part of it, type I agree in the live chat room, and then your name will be on the pick roulette wheel for next week. We will still be doing a pick roulette for this particular live stream, but we'll get back into the super chat window. So thank you for that, Paul. And let me just scroll up to make sure that I don't miss anybody out. And Melissa has donated $5. Thank you for that, Melissa. The message is, I haven't had a chocolate orange in years. So thank you for that. Jen has donated $5. Thank you for that, Jen. The message is, glad you enjoyed time with the family. Did you ever play Crash Bandicoot? I used to love that one with the smiley face. So thank you for that, Jen. And yes, I did. I played the first one, but it was only the demo of the game. I never bought the full game, but it was quite fun. It was like Super Mario, kind of, but from behind, like third person. So it meant that you had to jump on things and just, I'm not sure what he collected. It was something like coins, but I'm not sure it was coins, but it's a similar kind of thing. But yeah, but it was fun when I did play it. So thank you for that, Jen. And Ray is in the house as well and has donated $100. Thank you so much for that, Ray. It is massively appreciated. Another very kind donation. And the message is, Merry Christmas. I became a winger just over a year ago. I continue to love what you do. So thank you for that, Ray. And for sticking with me all this time, for over a year now. And also, Merry Christmas to you. And I hope you're having a great Boxing Day and have had a great Christmas up to this point as well. Thank you, Lucy, who has donated $4.99. And the message is, David Anthony Rice, born June 8th, 1951 to December 25th, 2020, was an American guitarist and bluegrass musician. So thank you for that, Lucy. And this is maybe for people that haven't heard of Tony. I have got a couple of videos on Tony, and like I said, I did have contact with Pam, his wife, across emails. So you can check out him on the channel if you want to see him in full flow. And yeah, just great talent as he was. But thank you for that donation, Lucy. And Mario has donated $300. Thank you so much for that, Mario. A very kind donation. And everybody, I'm sure, has already said hello to Mario, but just in case you haven't, say hello again to Mario. And the message is, Merry Christmas to you, Phil, and all the wingers. May the new year bring peace, love, and normality to all, with a smiley face. And I think everybody just wants a little bit of normality in 2021. That would be very nice. But thank you for that, Mario. And Karen has donated $5. Thank you for that. Again, the message is, Phil, Chipper says, hi, have my chocolate orange. By the way, I once made a big sandwich to one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in costume. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that. And I'm not sure what a big sandwich to one. I once made a big sandwich to one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in costume. And I'm not sure what that means, that maybe you were just making a sandwich while you were in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costume. But thank you, Karen, for that donation. And I hope that Chipper enjoys, or I can't have his chocolate orange. You can give it back to him and he can enjoy it as a Boxing Day treat. But thank you for that, Karen. And let's jump into the pictures. First of all, we're going to have a little look at a couple of pictures that have been uploaded. And thank you guys for doing this. And let me get rid of myself on screen because I have to go to a different place in order to find these pictures that have been uploaded. So let me have a little look here, because first of all, we should have Jennifer's merchandise up on screen. So thank you, Jennifer, for uploading this. We have the mug there, and I think there are a couple of pics that I can see, and I might have to zoom in, but there might be something else there. Maybe a necklace. I can't really tell. But also, we've got the Jingle Bells cover on the screen going on. So thank you, and the t-shirt, of course, Jennifer, for uploading that and for getting a hold of all of that merchandise. You guys, if you want to get your hands on some Wings of Pegasus merchandise, you can find it in the tray underneath this video and all the videos that are on the YouTube channel. But also head over to wingsofpegasus.com and head to the merch part of that site, and you'll find a link to the Teespring site, which is where you get all the t-shirts anyway, but they're automatically automated on YouTube if you just click on the tray underneath the video. But also on the wingsofpegasus.com site, you'll find necklaces and everything else that Carla puts together, the bespoke merchandise that is available over there. But thank you, Jennifer, for uploading that one. And we should have Michelle's merchandise here as well. And there is the Wings of Pegasus keyring there, but also a picture of some dude holding a guitar. So thank you for uploading that, Michelle, as well. And also to Carla and Vince for giving me a heads up when there is a new picture on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook, so that I can actually grab them for this live stream. So thank you for that. Right, we are going to be jumping into the pick roulette for tonight. So everybody brace yourselves. There's only going to be one spin tonight, and as always, you have to be in the live chat room in order to pick it up. And if you aren't, unfortunately, you won't get your hands on the Wings of Pegasus signed pick. But hopefully this is all set up fine and it's going to work. Let's just dive into it and see what happens. Rock! Okay, let's get the roulette wheel on screen, and it's kind of working. It's slightly more of the screen. I tell you what, if I drag this, how can I get rid of this? Oh no, that's the wrong way. It's got to go this way. It's working. There we go. You can't beat a bit of centralization. So there we go. There is the slightly edited to make it a little bit more visible. There's the pick roulette wheel. If this is your first time watching one, then the names on the wheel are from the people who wrote I agree in the live chat room last week when we reached the likes target for the pick roulette. So anyway, we shuffle the names 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we give it a spin. And it's going to be spinning around at a rate of knots. It's going to be slowing down. As with all roulette wheels, it'll land on someone, and we will see who is the lucky winner tonight. So good luck, everybody, on tonight's pick roulette. Let's have a look and see who's going to be going through. Scott's just gone through there. Beverly's gone through, Amy, Nat is going through, and Deborah as well, Jeff, Leanne, Jill. Is it going to be Jen? Is it going to be Jennifer? I've just literally shown Jennifer's picture. This could be amazing if it stops. It is! So, Jennifer, congratulations. You are the winner tonight. And what are the odds that I've just literally shown Jennifer's merchandise picture with the t-shirt and with the mug and everything, and then Jennifer has now won a Wings of Pegasus signed pick. So congratulations to Jennifer, and make yourself known in the live chat room so that we can get that pick off to you and that Carla can organise that with you. So congratulations and commiserations to everybody who did not win, but the good thing is that we will be having another pick roulette next week, because I believe that we've definitely hit the likes target, because it's about 360, something like that, and we're at 387 likes for tonight's live stream. So again, congratulations, Jennifer. But if you guys want to enter for the next pick roulette, then you have to type on screen now, ideally, I agree, in capital letters, or just type I agree, and then you'll be put on that wheel for next week. That's something that you can do now, and it's almost 1:10 here in the morning, so I'm probably going to have to be calling this live stream to a close, because I was going to be doing a shorter one anyway, in order to give myself a little bit of a head start on catching up to yesterday's messages, because I couldn't answer any of those yesterday. But if you want to type I agree now, make sure you do it in the live chat room, because it has to be seen there by Carla, so then she can add your names to the pick roulette wheel for next week, which we will be having 391 likes. Thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. I am just going to be jumping into the super chat window to make sure that I address the donations before we finish out with this live stream. Let me just scroll up a little bit, because we've had a donation from Keenan, who has donated $5. Thank you for that, Keenan. The message is, Phil, my donation is not much, but I will amp it up if you ever visit Memphis, because I will show you around, and then Elvis and me will take you for barbecue. So thank you for that, Keenan, and barbecue sounds good. We don't get to do a lot of barbecues here in the UK because it's never the weather for it. And it would be great just to, get over to the USA and Memphis, have some barbecues, would be very nice. And I sometimes watch on TV these places over in the USA that have like a massive grill, and they're doing these barbecues, and they have this special like sauce that they put on it, and it all looks amazing. And it makes me, even now, feel very hungry, because it just looks really nice to have a proper barbecue over in the USA. But maybe one day I can have one of those and just visit a special place that does them. But I think probably I won't be able to eat the portions, because they are a lot bigger. I think at these kind of places, they just give you a whole heap of different meats and chicken legs and ribs as well, and steaks. Especially some of the steaks that you see, it's like just about that thick and massive, and I don't think I'd have quite enough space in order to eat that, but I have to practice my steak eating. But anyway, hopefully that'll happen in the future at some point. But thank you, Keenan, for that. And Cara has donated $4.99. Thank you for this, Cara. And the message is, Wednesday you covered CSNY, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and I was opening presents and I got a record player and pulled out my album and play my Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young record song, Ohio. So thank you for that donation, but also a record player is a seriously cool Christmas present, and just bust out a little bit of that Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Why not? And, well, I'm not sure whether you can get it to go to 11, but hopefully the record player has got a setting of 11 and you can just whop it up to that. But thank you, Cara, for that donation. Stan has donated $3. Thank you for that, Stan, and it's the guy giving the big thumbs up, so thank you for that. Jeannie has donated $5. Thank you for that, Jeannie. The message is, here's to a merry everything to all Wiggers and Phil. So thank you for that, Jeannie, and the merry everything is very kind of you, and I hope you have a merry everything as well. Orlando has donated $2 again. Thank you for this, Orlando. The message is a late Merry Christmas to all, with a Christmas tree and a Santa and a present. So thank you for that, Orlando. And I'm sure everybody else is saying a happy birthday or a happy Merry Christmas, whatever. I suppose it is somebody's Christmas on the 25th. So we had a Jesus Christmas yesterday, and maybe everyone can, well, maybe Orlando can pretend it's his birthday today. But thank you for that donation, Orlando. And everyone say a huge hello to Orlando and just wish him a Merry Christmas. But why not just wish him a merry happy birthday? A merry happy birthday for today. Anyway, thank you, Lucy, for the $3.99 donation as well, which came in after that. And the message is, come to Texas, barbecue all year round. And yes, I'm sure Texas is definitely the place to have a barbecue, because everything is called Texas barbecue, and the Texas barbecue sauce that I am a fan of as well. But as you can probably tell, I think I'm probably going to be running on empty soon and start making loads of mistakes and calling out people's birthdays when all they've said is Merry Christmas. So I am going to be calling it to a close now. It's 1:15 anyway in the morning here, pretty much. So we've gone on as long as a normal live stream. But the good thing is that we're going to be having a pick roulette next week because we hit the target. Thank you everyone just for tuning in, hitting that thumbs up, for all of these very kind donations as well. And Hawaiian Dobro Blues has donated £2. So thank you so much for that donation. And the message is, Tony Rose passed away on Christmas Day. So thank you for that. And yes, that was something that was mentioned earlier, but thank you for clarifying that it was indeed Christmas Day. Here it's Boxing Day now. So yeah, it's something that would have been happening very recently, and Christmas is still going on over in the USA because of the time difference. But thank you for that donation. But thank you everyone just for tuning in on this Boxing Day. And I'm going to have a little look as to see what I'm going to be up to tomorrow, because I was planning previously, or at least before Christmas, to do an analysis video tomorrow night, but it might work out that I need to spend the day doing the messages from yesterday, or actually doing the messages from today that I haven't been able to do or answer because I've been doing the messages from yesterday. I've got to catch up by a day. So it might be the case that I don't do an analysis video, but I will see how I get on doing the messages. I'm going to jump straight back into them after this live stream, and then see what happens tomorrow in terms of getting a video done or not. But I'll let you guys know on Patreon. If you guys want to head over to Patreon, that is the place where I keep everybody updated as to what's going on, really on a day-to-day basis. And the analysis videos, the live streams, I always post about an hour before the live streams, just to give everyone heads up that I'm about to go live, just in case they don't get the notification on YouTube. But also I post every single analysis video, every new one, on Patreon as well, the same night that I do it. So if there are some people that don't get the notifications from YouTube, you'll definitely get an email that includes the new analysis video over on Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. That's the address, and the reason that I'm even able to do anything on YouTube, on the internet as a whole, because the people at the bottom of this screen, their names go across all of the live streams all the time, because they make what you're watching possible. So they are the people to thank, and thank you guys from me to you for all of your support throughout the whole year, but also the support through previous years, because I've been on Patreon I think about 3 years now. So thank you for your ongoing support there, and making the channel into what it is now, because without that continued support, the growth wouldn't have been possible, because I would have definitely hit a ceiling where I was unable to live stream. Or I'm sure that a lot of people who've been with me for quite a while can remember the live streams, and they used to cut out, and I then had to try and go online again, and then I'd have to try and use my phone to try and do it, and then that wouldn't work. So just being able to upgrade the equipment and be able to organize the sound more efficiently is all because of this site, Patreon, and you guys and your support. So thank you so much for supporting me over there, for the donations as well during the super chats, the super chat windows during the live streams, because it makes all of this possible to just keep on moving forward at the speed that I want to, rather than being held back. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight on this live stream as well. And I will be seeing you again Tuesday night, because that's a standard live stream night as well. And by then I should have caught up with sleep and messages and everything, so that'll be all good. And I will be doing the live analysis on Wednesday night as well. And I think that's just a normal day. Tuesday and Wednesday will just be normal days here in the UK. So it'll be fine. I'll do that. On Monday, I'll spend that getting ready, or at least getting the video that I'm going to analyze ready for Wednesday, because I have to spend a day checking videos for copyrights and any copyright blocks, because if I wanted to do a live analysis on a blocked video, I wouldn't be able to do it. So we would have to stop as soon as we started. So I'll be doing that on Monday and doing the live analysis Wednesday, but I will be back on Tuesday night with another live stream. So I'll see you guys then. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Massive shout out to the moderators for doing such a great job, and I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, and that all of the rest of 2020 hopefully goes okay, and the 2021 hopefully starts a lot better than the tail end of 2020. But fingers crossed, we can only hope, and I hope that you have a great weekend as well. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday if you're available to join me then, or on Wednesday for the live analysis, or another analysis video on Friday. I'm always pretty much doing something, so I'll see you guys whenever I see you. I will catch you guys at the next one. Rock!